Jones, GP in Plymouth. This is Dr. Amanda Harriott, another GP in Plymouth.
Yeah.
And we've both been involved in setting up the primary care COVID hot hub in Plymouth. And it's been quite a nice experience in some ways.
It's enabled collaboration.
Yeah.
Great working together. Innovation, because there was no template of how we should be working. We've also used all sorts of different ways to communicate ideas, active WhatsApp groups, using digital ways for meetings, as well as face-to-face meetings at a social distance.
And it was sort of very much, it felt like to me that it was basically a group of a lot of GPs got together and felt we needed to do something in a different way to keep practices safe. So we had other areas of doing it where we didn't have anything set up in Plymouth. So, some people from the CCG, some of the managers and sort of really committed GPs got together and worked really hard. We initially were going to do it in one site, and we've now managed to get a really good site, which is part of a GP practice here in Devonport. And everyone worked together, over sort of weekends and evenings, just to get everything together. We've got all the equipment here, and I think it's been really, really useful. It's quietened down now, hasn't it?
It's quietened down.
Although we're still seeing some cases, and all of us, the GPs, have kind of learned together really as to how to assess patients with COVID, haven't we?
And I think having that dialogue between us when we assess patients has been really useful. And our whole outset at the beginning was to make sure that it was safe, not just for the patients, but safe for the clinicians that were working here. So our first priority was amassing loads of PPE so that we could be protected. And also, I think the assessment area outside in the marquee has been brilliant. I think viral load there is low. I think that's been a really successful way of going forwards, and I think
I felt, I wanted to contribute to the kind of, fighting this thing in some ways, and this felt like a kind of safe and constructive way of doing it. It feels sometimes a lot safer here because we've got great nursing staff who will be on you, making sure that you put the equipment on properly.
Constantly telling us off.
And I think I've done one or two where I've done it perfectly. Most of the time, it's I've made mistakes. But it feels like when you're trying to think about the patient, it allows you to do it properly. Really. So should we show people around?
Yeah, let's have a look around.
This is our room, which we might use for seeing patients if they need to come in.
We've only used it once so far. Because most patients are quite fit enough to be seen in the tent, so this has been used once. But we've got minimal stuff in here, so it's easy to clean down.
Yeah. Shall we show you where the doctor's room is?
So this is where the doctors sit. Our biggest challenge really has been IT, Dr. Scaglione. So IT's been a challenge. We're now running it using two systems, System 1 and EMIS Web. And it's a bit clunky, but it works. We are longing for
it's been tremendous really, because we've been able to look at patients who've been referred in from a host of different practices, and then we've been able to read their clinical records. So
we did feel that was important because potentially we're looking at sick patients, and so having their background medical information we thought was very important to do this safely. So it's worked. So
this is the donning area, putting on PPE.
It's all been set up so that you
laid out.
Work from one direction to the other end of the table, putting things on in the system.
So put the stuff on here.
Box of equipment to take with you.
Yeah, so we've got thermometer, O2 sats, stethoscope and a little watch to check respiratory rates. So we put stuff on, go out with one of the nursing team who will look after us and they will not jot down the findings.
as well, isn't it? Very few days where it's been horrible, but the weather has been favourable. We've lost a gazebo in the wind. We have portaloos and a shower, which is useful.
Full Glastonbury experience.
Absolutely. Oh, lovely one. And this is our marquee area.
So the patients arrive, and then our 2 security guards will look out for the car. They'll know their registration, and they will then direct them maybe to park over here somewhere for a bit. We will then get dressed up in our PPE with the nurse, and then when we're ready, we'll let them know. They then arrange for the car to go into the marquee here. So the car drives in here. This is pulled back. The car drives in here.
So we meet them with all our PPE on. The patient has already got a mask on because it's been handed by the security guard. They'll pull their windows down and we'll do the required examination. Usually we'll start off with the temperature and oxygen saturations and respiratory rate, and then if we need to get them out of the car, we bring them into the tent. So normally I'll get them to do a 40-step test in the corner there, and then we check the sats. We'll bring them onto the couch so that they could be examined for, say, abdominal problems or anything like that. We'll also listen to the chest when the patients are out of the car in order to reduce viral load. This is one of our security guards who shows them these when they drive up.
So have you enjoyed the experience of working here?
Yeah, it's been very different.
Yeah.
A few struggles. I'd normally talk to people, but 2 metres away, glass window, mask, visor, can't hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a trouble, isn't it?
Yeah. Just people thinking they know what to do rather than following simple instructions.
Well, I have to say, we couldn't have done it without you two.
No, we couldn't.
You've been really professional and brilliant, actually. It's made it so much easier, hasn't it? Because you know that people are organised properly, because you need people to go in the right place, really. So it's good. So we have got a really good team. So I think overall, it's so far.
I think it's been a good experience, and I think we're dealing with people who are frightened.
Yeah.
And I think hopefully we've been reassuring for those that we send home. Obviously there are some people that we have to send into the hospital, and that's a bit scary for them, because we have to tell them that when their spouse or friend drives them to the hospital that they can't go in with them, and that's a bit miserable for them and a bit scary. But they seem to accept it, and they go. Thankfully, we've had low levels down here in the southwest for the first peak, but we're expecting our second peak to be bigger. So we've run this as a bit of a test run, and I think we're ready for it. That we could see many more numbers, and we've got better at it. I think we've got slicker, and every day when we think perhaps we should do it this way, we make changes as we're sitting here, don't we?
Yeah, I think every week we've all been learning together, haven't we?
Yeah.
As I said, we've shared information on the WhatsApp group. We've been linking with ED, we've been linking with colleagues in the hospital, the acute GP service.
Yeah, I think communication's improved hugely. And do you know what? That's a really positive thing. I think to take this forward after COVID and make sure that we don't go back into our silos and continue that collaborative working would be amazing. It'd be great.
So it's been amazing. It's been amazing to see how all the different members of the team all come together, actually.
Yeah.
Of all kinds.
Yeah.
So it's been a difficult but kind of satisfying to work, isn't it?
Yeah. I think we feel as though we've contributed a little bit to the care of people in this city, don't you? Because I think otherwise in primary care we were a bit out of it, weren't we?
Yes, yeah.